Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Beguiled by Books. Today, I'm going to share with you my 5 favorite authors in honor of Hispanic Heritage Month. Let's get started. One of my core values is reading diverse books and diverse authors. If you keep reading in the same genre, you'll probably get bored of it over time. And also, there's so much out there available to you with different perspectives and different stories that you may not otherwise know about if you don't read broadly. I'm a big, big fan of this philosophy. And if you're here, you probably are too. In honor of Hispanic Heritage Month, there are 5 authors that I think everybody should read at least one of their books one time, just to make sure you're reading broadly. The first author that everyone should read at least one book is Gabriel Garcia Marquez. And you've probably encountered this author's work, Love in the Time of Cholera, among many others. Several of the books have been adapted to screen as well. They're contemporary-ish fiction, and they're just really beautiful stories. They're often heart-wrenching, sometimes very sad, not always uplifting, but the lessons that we can learn and the way the story is told is so incredibly powerful. And there's a reason that Marquez is one of the top authors out there and also one of the leading voices in this realm. Another author you should read at least one of the books is Isabel Allende. And I recently read Violeta as a book by her, and the story, I didn't love the story, but that's not the point. The writing was exquisite. The time where the story took place over the course of the main character's entire life, from girlhood to her golden years, was a beautifully done story and very powerful in that regard. So definitely think you should read at least one of her books. They're very well done, very powerful. I love where they take place in terms of the cultural aspects, what's going on in the world, and definitely think y'all should read that. Another author for Hispanic Heritage Month that everyone should read at least one book is Abby Jimenez. And Abby Jimenez is definitely having a moment right now in the romance space, and we all need something sweet and heartfelt and uplifting, and Abby Jimenez can deliver that. So there's a lot of great books that she has written out there. You should read at least one of them. I don't have any specific recommendation. Find what strikes your fancy, but definitely love the way she writes and how she blends a bunch of different things into an overall romance book and doesn't necessarily lean too heavily on the boilerplate tropes and progress of the story. Really well done. Another author in the romance space, at least for the book that I read, is Chanel Clayton. The book I read, Next Year in Havana by Chanel Clayton, really did a great job of weaving in different timelines and different people and the love stories of those timelines and how they related to one another across generations. So really beautifully done. Discusses immigration into the United States from Cuba and how that affected the main character, and then going back to Cuba and what that means. Just a really beautiful, beautiful story. And again, there are lots of other books by this author, so I would recommend you find one that, strikes your fancy, but definitely a great writer. The last author among many that we could talk about that I'm going to recommend today is Silvia Moreno Garcia. I love this author's work because she writes kind of sci-fi, kind of creepy, kind of magical realism books. I've read quite a few of her books, and I've enjoyed all of them for different reasons. She's got a book on kind of Mayan mythology, a book on 1950s Mexico City and some creepy stuff that happens in an old abandoned, or not abandoned, but an old creepy house. Really interesting things, and she is putting out books pretty regularly too, which makes it very enjoyable to stay up on that genre. I'm in kind of a weird, creepy fiction era of my reading journey right now, so her books are really striking some chords for me, and I think you would enjoy lots of them, but I would definitely recommend Mexican Gothic, if nothing else. I only talked about 5 authors today. I would really love to expand my list of Hispanic authors that I can talk about and read their work and recommend them to y'all. So who have I missed from this list? Please tell me, comment below. I'm always looking for more books, more authors to read. And as always, if you found this video helpful, you found something new to read, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Hope you have a fantastic day.